So voting is now underway. There it is, live and happening in Chicago right now, and it's happening all across America as people line up to cast their ballots. Later today, you'll hear quite a bit about the exit polls as they start coming out. But what exactly goes into them, and how should we read them? What should we know about them? Darren Shaw is Fox News pollster and political science professor at the University of Texas. And it's great to see you, Darren.
Great to see you.
Darren's one of the big brains behind this operation. So it's great to have you with us this morning. So I'm just going to bing through some questions about polling, because I'll be doing the exit polling tonight. And I think it's important for people to understand where it all comes from. How many polling places, how many places do people vote across the country?
There are thousands and thousands of places where people are going to be casting their ballots. The exit polls in a particular state will isolate, let's say, like Ohio or Florida, maybe 100 sample precincts, we call it, where there are interviewers, live interviewers, who are administering exit polls as people exit. And they'll interview every sixth or seventh person, depends on what the ratio is in a given state. You can't volunteer to take an exit poll. You have to be identified, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're our exit polling person. We give you the exit poll, so people can't self-select. More enthusiastic people could take it if that were the case. And you fill out the poll, and we accumulate lots and lots of these exit poll results over the course of the entire day.
It's kind of like getting pulled out of the line for TSA. You're the lucky person.
Yes,
we're going to frisk you, okay? So you get a one-sheet piece of paper.
Right.
You fill it out confidentially. It asks you things like, are you Hispanic? Do you care about the email issue for Hillary Clinton? Do you care about, some of these things that will come up. Do you care about certain things that have come up for Donald Trump? Whatever is on there. But some people will say no. They don't want to fill it out. How do you typically, what kind of people say yes and what kind of people say no, and how do you adjust for that?
Well, enthusiasm is the primary indicator, right? So people are more enthusiastic about their candidate, who are more jazzed about the political system. These are people who are also predisposed to say, yeah, I'll go ahead and fill out an exit poll. Because you're right, we try to do front and back, right? Not a 5-page questionnaire, front and back. You want to value people's time, and you want high response rates. So we have had some episodes. My most memorable one, I think, was the 2008 Democratic primaries, where there was a slight tendency for Obama supporters who were really enthused about their candidate to agree to take the exit poll, and Clinton supporters were slightly less likely. It was a very small differential, but we noticed it, and it tended to mean that there was a very, very slight overstatement of Obama's support in the exit poll.
Okay, so at 5 o'clock, these numbers are going to start coming out. So just so everybody knows, all the networks, ABC, Fox, CBS, NBC, AP, is also in that room. So they go into a quarantine room, and they start looking at the numbers that are coming in. And they have to leave their cell phones and their laptops outside the door. You guys do, right? You're going to be in that room today?
Yeah, that's right. We are absolutely, you talk about out of pocket. We are really out of pocket. You can't bring any communicative devices. And this is a result of, in 2000 and 2004, there were exit poll results that were leaked, and they'd get out on Drudge, they'd get out on other websites, and people would, the fear, of course, is that people are going to see these results, and either there would be bandwagon effects or depressive effects on both turnout and vote choice.
So people need to realize when they see those early numbers that I'll start reporting at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Fox News tonight, those numbers are not recalibrated for the demographics. They're sort of the fresh numbers, right? And then over the course of the evening, they start to become more and more weighted,
right? The data are automatically weighted. There's no John Gorman used to tell me there are no such thing as unweighted exit polling numbers, which is actually true in the sense that each result from a particular precinct is weighted by the contribution of the precinct to the past vote. But they stabilize over the course. So we have wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3 over the course of the day. It's like anything else with respect to polling. The more cases, the more stabilized the estimates get, the more reliable they are as indicators of what's actually happening.
And we have to watch it, because remember John Kerry's race in 2004, it looked like from the exit polls that it was leaning in his direction, and then as we found out throughout the course of the evening, the people who were calling him Mr. President were actually wrong. So we'll see. Darren, thank you so much. Thanks for the explainer, and we'll look forward to seeing lots of more of you tonight before you head into the quarantine room and we can't talk to you at all.
I know, it's going to be a fun
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
I hope the food is good.
So do we all.